Now, let's get a check on what's playing out in the crypto market. Now, if we look at Coin 360, let's see the color on the screen. We know it's been quite a rally for the crypto market so far. We see it's mostly red on the screen right now, with Bitcoin losing that 100,000 level. Let's see if it's going to make another comeback. Now we have a lot of comeback presidents at this point. Ethereum, 2.11% down, $3,880. And we see the likes of Cardano, deep red there. It's had quite a run from about 30 cents to about $1.30. Let's look at the top cryptocurrencies that we track now, the sentiment in the market. How are investors feeling? Are they still greedy? We know it's been a very, very greedy market, but it's pulled back. It did top at about 94 points. That's if you're looking at Fear Greed Index, it's at 78 now, still extremely greedy. So let's see if it moves further away from extreme greed at this point. Let's bring in Shehu Dania now, as the CEO, Alpha Geek Technologies. Great to have you, Shehu.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Shehu. So it's a brand new trading week, and we're seeing full-on red in the market. Some would say there's blood on the street right now, but Bitcoin is still quite close to 100.
It depends on how you look at it.
Exactly.
It's profit taking for some people.
Right.
Some people have taken profits and they are smiling, and there are some other people see it as a buy opportunity. So a new buy window has been opened for people to reinvest.
Right, and talking about, a new buy window, opening at this time, when you look at the risk-reward ratio at this point, do you think those trying to come in at this time, is it not too high?
No, it's never too high. It's never too high. It's always the best time to invest is probably yesterday, and the new best time will be today. So it's never too high, because if you look at predictions, people are looking at the crypto market will probably get into hundreds of millions. We can see the likes of Michael Saylor writing to the U.S. government, asking them to sell their gold reserves and use it to buy Bitcoin. Same way we saw in the news that Amazon shareholders are also asking for some of their portfolio to be, put in Bitcoin. So, of course, we don't know if they will yield to that. And over this weekend and the week, like last week, going into the weekend, we saw an influx of over $9 billion in the Bitcoin ETFs. So I think there's so many things that can come up that can drive the prices further up. But of course, it's not any financial advice. Okay, there's so much risk also associated with it. But I think we were here saying the same thing probably about 7 years ago when Bitcoin hit 15,000 for the first time, saying, well, that seems like one of the highest points it would ever get to. But then here we are talking 100K. So everyone can do the analysis. They can also look into other altcoins and say, but evidently Bitcoin is the father of all of them, and Bitcoin would always be around.
Right, and definitely, looking at the market, so far, it was mostly about the institutional investors, but now we're seeing country level advice at this point, talking about holding Bitcoin as a reserve currency. That has a lot of risk to it, right?
Yes, definitely. There's a risk to it for country and for people, but it's about the same kind of risk that we will associate with any other investments. If the country was supposed to be investing, say probably like third world countries that actually invest a lot in foreign currencies, they see how it affects their own local currency. But let's look at it on the sovereign side of things. Investing in Bitcoin as a country is a power play. So nobody wants to be left out of that power play. The countries want to be in somewhat control. So if you look at it, at the top 3 countries that have, the highest hash rates, that have people who are mining Bitcoins in their country, you have the United States, you have China, I think Russia. So those countries that are owning Bitcoin, which is where it seems that the future is would actually put them in a position of power. And people would always, look to them if and when Bitcoin then becomes, the go-to global currency, they will not be found wanting.
Right. And do you think at some point, do we already have miners in Nigeria that are mining Bitcoin?
Yeah, we have people who are mining on the local. I think probably minor scale, on a small scale. We have some people who are also mining on large scale. Probably they are contributing their hash into a larger mining pool out there. But I know the current Director General of the Security and Exchange Commission has spoken, around these things. Definitely for Nigeria to be about putting up enabling laws and policies in place that would actually help people to mine. And some downsides to mining in Nigeria will be the fact that our temperature, the climate is extremely warm, so you definitely need a lot of cooling, as opposed to countries like Russia and Iceland and the rest of that. But what we know for a fact in Nigeria is that we have a lot of stranded power, and we have a lot of gas that's being flared that can actually be converted into electrical energy, and then in turn used to mine Bitcoin, which definitely become digital energy,
right? Which
is sort of like a pro for the country.
So I guess if you're in Band A, don't try to mine Bitcoin at this point.
Yeah, not in your house.
Maybe somewhere else. Maybe Band D or something. Thank you so much, Shehu Daniel. It was great having you.
All right, thank you. It's a pleasure.
All righty then. So that's how the crypto market is looking. We're seeing some profit taking right there. Major markets that we track at this point. So much to look out for this week. What's going to drive sentiment? We'll definitely give you all of that detail right here. Thank you for watching. I'm Ladi Williams from here, the team right here at Channels HQ. It's bye for now.